It's Monty, Black Dog on the Farms, and I'm going to show you my CVT tent and how to set up the annex. This is the extra changing room that you can get on any of CVT's tents. There are differences. The Bachelor only comes with 3 walls, which is going to be here, here, and here. And the Shasta comes with 4 walls, which has another wall across here. It has 4 doors on all sides, mine does, and mine is the Shasta tent. So keep that in mind if you're getting a Bachelor. It's not going to be the same as this, and it's going to be a lot smaller. Packing wise, it's pretty big, about the size of a jerry can, realistically speaking. Big sleeping bag, really. The Bachelor one, I'm told, is much smaller because it doesn't have as many walls and a floor. Mine has a removable floor as well as the 4 walls. So I'm going to set up my tent for you, and then I'll show you how to connect this up the right way and zip it up, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I already made the video on how to open it. I'm not going to show you how to do that already. If you want to know, check out the other video, and I open it straight up. So on this one, I've already opened up the tarp. The tent is ready to fold over. All I have to do is pull on the ladder, and it'll unfold and open. However, as you can see, this tarp is still hanging here. This is important. This is also important for you guys who are just getting it and installing your tent. This blue runner here, you'll notice on all of the sides of the tent run in these aluminum slots on the frame of the tent. It's really important to make sure they're always lined up. Sometimes they get loose and you should check them. That's how this tarp is hooked up on the side that doesn't have a zipper. The zipper goes on the 3 other sides and slides in here and stays there. That's why it's hanging and staying there right now. The annex has to go in here, so you have to take this out in order to put the annex on it. So, you just slide it. It comes right out. This blue part is the part I'm talking about. It's got the round tubing on it to slide in and out. Now you're going to unpack your annex. It's got a couple different parts if you have the Shasta like mine. You've got the floor here, which is actually almost the exact same material that the tarp is made out of. It's very thick, very durable. It's very nice. It's not zipped up already. You do that after you've put the annex all the way on. So, here's my annex. It's nice and rolled up, put away. I've only used it a couple times because I usually get to campsites pretty late and I don't have time to set it up. Now you're going to see this blue section right here, just like on the tarp and on the edges of the tent. This is the part you want. This is the wall that goes right up against your truck. Okay? So you're going to grab that, and it's going to be right there. Okay? Now you want to find the inside versus the outside. You'll see the outside doesn't have any Velcro in it, and this side does. This Velcro is for once we hang it up, you can Velcro the walls up a little higher. So you want this on the inside so you can do it on the inside. So that needs to face away from the truck. Like so. Now you're just going to run this right through that channel just like the tarp is set up. As you can see, it's quite big, and it pretty much is. It's like having another whole full-size tent attached to your rooftop tent. It's very nice. Now you can see I pushed this even over here, and there's excess over there. Make sure you get it nice and squared up. You don't want one side too far over. So about right there. Now I'm ready to open my tent. So I'm going to pull this out this way to make sure that I can thread the ladder into it. I like to step in, like so, pull out this way, and I'm ready to grab the tent and flip it over. Now I just flip it over just like normal. Bam, just like that. Okay, so I went ahead and opened this part just like last time. Just pulled out my support bar, put it in the two connecting holes, pulled it tight. Okay? You're going to notice that there's a zipper on the inside right there. It runs all the way around. Now all you have to do is there's no zipper on the top part of the annex. You just use the zipper that you used to zip up the tent tarp. So you're just going to come around the back side. And start zipping it up. Now, I will admit openly that this part is generally much easier with two people. Somebody to hold it up and the other person to zip. But one person can do it, and I'll show you. It's not too bad, but okay, so hardest part is getting it started by yourself. Once it gets started, it's pretty easy. These green ropes, they stay on the outside of the annex. They're to help support for wind purposes later. Okay, I just want to point out one more thing about the annex. On each side, you can see this folds over to help cover for rain. There's holes on each side. This hole is to go through this hole with your rod to help support the window opening tarp here, which will come out. And it goes through this hole into the frame hole. So you've got to go through that, then through this. It'll stay watertight though. That's pretty much it though. Straighten it out, make it look pretty. And the annex is up. You can see my truck's not quite tall enough for the annex walls. That inner Velcro you use, it'll help hoist it up a little bit. I'll show you some of the doors here. So these work just like the doors on the tent. You just roll it up if you want. And you just use these guys. Let's keep the roll up. Then you've got your screen door here. Which you can just go in and out. Now there's there's a screen door on this annex for this Mount Shasta tent on this wall, that wall, and the wall opposite this one. So you have 3 doors you can get in on either side. There's also a door in here facing the truck. That's for if you need something out of the back of the truck, but you don't want to get out of your tent. It's kind of cool, really, so you don't have to worry about coming out here in your underwear or something if you're in a campground. Other than that, there's the floor which is left. The floor just zips to the bottom. I'm not going to do that. It's pretty self-explanatory, really. I just wanted to show you how to set up the actual annex. The floor's a little tricky because you got the ladder. It's not too bad. This is really light. Just lift up the ladder, put the floor under it while you're zipping it up, and you're good to go. The last thing before I say goodbye is check your annex bag. It's going to come with some stakes in a nice little bag here. These stakes go on here. You're going to see all around the floor, or the outside of the walls, there's little straps. It's so you can stake it down in windy situations. It's very important. Otherwise, this thing will just blow all over the place. That's what these are also for. These are probably more important, especially when you don't have the annex. You can stake them out farther here. I actually just use firewood and wrap it around the firewood. It seems to hold it quite good, or jerry cans, or something else heavy. But you have to stake it up if you're expecting some wind that night, because it's just like a normal tent. It'll blow away if you're not in there. This annex is huge, okay? I could fit probably, I don't know, 2 more people easily in this thing, even with the ladder down. It's not a problem. The walls are so long you can kind of pull it out in 3 directions to really make it even bigger. So to take it down, you just do it backwards, really, and put your tarp in just like before. So that's my CVT Mount Shasta tent and the annex. I hope that was helpful. See you guys later.